Hello, thank you for watching our presentation on Chipotle Business Intelligence. Today, Derek, Chris, Peter, and I would like to talk a little bit about Chipotle's business intelligence strategy and how Chipotle can use business intelligence to push forward towards the future. First, I wanted to talk a little bit about Chipotle's history. Chipotle was started in 1993 in Denver, Colorado by founder Steve Ells. The first location opened near the campus of the University of Denver to unexpected fanfare. During the first month, Chipotle was selling close to 1,000 burritos a day. Surprisingly, Mr. Ells had originally opened Chipotle as a means to provide funding for a fine dining restaurant. Over the years, Chipotle has enjoyed unprecedented growth and currently has around 2,500 locations across the globe. Chipotle has enlisted help from investors over the years, including McDonald's, but is now completely privately owned. The company recently moved their headquarters to California, but also continues to grow despite recent food safety concerns. So why does business intelligence make sense for Chipotle? Business intelligence has long been avoided by the restaurant industry. In the past, restaurants have used a metric known as average guest spend, which measures the amount of money spent per table. While this method is a good starting point, it also doesn't dig deep enough into customer behaviors. Without solid business intelligence in place, companies can miss opportunities to grow their business. Some examples of opportunities restaurants can explore are the time of the day customers spend the most money, what menu items are popular during specific times of the day, and which products are purchased together. So how does Chipotle set up a business intelligence system? One of the first steps is actually planning the system. When setting up a business intelligence system, a company must ensure that realistic expectations are enforced when working through the software development lifecycle. The goal is to make sure all requirements are measurable and testable. The requirement and analysis phase of the project should include definitions of approved requirements, development of planning activities, and all requirements should be approved by the client. Involving key stakeholders throughout the process should allow for project cohesion. Once the implementation phase of the SDLC is underway, it is also important to let users drive the development of the user interface they will use day in and day out. Advantages for Chipotle when using business intelligence. If Chipotle were to use a robust business intelligence solution, it could truly understand the needs of their organization. The advantages of using BI would include being able to make quicker and more precise decisions, real-time analysis for organizational data, the ability to identify untapped markets, reduce overall organizational waste, and rein in costs. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Peter, who's going to talk about business intelligence tools and data visualization. Thank you.
Thank you, David. My name is Peter Munyambu, and I'm going to continue from where David left off. I will discuss business intelligence tools, and the trade points include data visualization, data mining, reporting, statistical analysis. Business intelligence software is a set of tools used by organizations to retrieve, analyze, and convert data into information that can be used to understand trends and derive insights that can assist in making tactical and strategic business decisions. Business intelligence tools helps organizations in data visualization. The tools provide insights needed to achieve strategic in growth, resolve urgent issues, collect all data in one place, forecast future strategies, outcome, and so much more. Data mining is a computer-based technique used to reveal unknown relations among data. Report output by business intelligence tools enable gathering data and presenting information from that supports in the management, planning, and decision-making process. Business intelligence tools such as SAS perform statistical analysis using mathematical foundations to certify the importance and the reliability of the observed relations. On the next slide, we are going to discuss what the qualities of a high business intelligence tools are, the points include easy to understand, good security features, data visualization, self-service, and mobile application. A high-level business intelligence tool should be able to convey information from the data in an easily understood format that is easy to analyze and understand. Data security is an important priority for many organizations. Therefore, it's essential for business intelligence to have good security features that allow internal security by assigning user permissions and access controls. A high-level business intelligence tool should have data visualization capabilities such as dashboards, charts, graphs, and other visuals that help illustrate important information from data in a quick and easy to understand format. It should also be more user-intuitive and easy to use by any stakeholder in the organization. Lastly, it should have the flexibility to use from any mobile device and have the same functionality as on the desktop. On the next slide, we look at the analytics and visualization features of SAS. The points include SAS data analytics, data visualization, data exploration, ease of use, role-based capabilities. SAS, which stands for Statistical Analysis System, is a software suite used for business intelligence, multivariate analysis, data management, and predictive analytics. SAS Analytics has various features for data analysis, including data mining, data visualization, text analytics, forecasting, statistical analysis, and many others. A company like Chipotle has a business philosophy that prioritizes fresh ingredients and customer satisfaction. By using SAS Analytics, Chipotle is able to use visual analytics to explore and view data, interact with and create reports, display reports on a mobile device or in a web browser. SAS Analytics also makes it easy to explore data using interactive visualization such as charts, histograms, and tables. The reports can be easily created through point and click to query central sources of data. You can also include filters and design layouts using graphs and tables to create a report. SAS Visual Analytics has a predefined set of capabilities, features available for each role, including report viewing, analysis, and administration. SAS Visual Analytics is flexible enough to allow the system's administrator to define new roles, modify, and specify the capabilities of each role. And lastly, we look at the importance of visualizing complex data. And the points include it's quick and easy way to convey information, easy to understand the next steps, aids decision making, identify what is working and what is not, act on finding quickly. Business intelligence tools for data visualization are an essential part of the success of any analytics project. Data visualization is the presentation of data in a graphical or pictorial format to enable the decision makers make informed decisions from the data and information they have access to. Decision makers can use the interactive visualization to analyze further the charts and graphs for more information on how to identify areas in the organization that need more focus or improvement. Patterns, correlation, and trends that might otherwise go undetermined or undetected can be exposed and analyzed easier with data visualization software. Most importantly, visualization complex data allows organizations to review strategies quickly and make updates efficiently, therefore helping achieve a success with fewer flaws and greater momentum. For the next slides, I'm going to hand over to Christopher to talk more on Chipotle and business intelligence. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Batiste, and I'm going to begin with talking about Smart Business Intelligence Framework. Business intelligence facilitates performance, It provides data in the context of operations. It promotes budgeting. And business intelligence framework connects all stakeholders. Business intelligence is essential towards a successful organization as it focuses on providing long-term sustainability strategies. It promotes the appropriate use of data in the context of operations to achieve different functions of the business. Budgeting is also part of the plan, meaning that the finances of the company can be properly managed for better management. Finally, by offering several aspects that favor each party and hence allows for good relationships between individuals. Next is forces of business intelligence framework. There are four major forces of business intelligence framework: people, plans, process, and performance. People make up the greatest influence of a company's activities with the plans to implement the different objectives connecting the individuals involved. There are also processes used to achieve the goals in an attempt to ensure that there is a better way of implementing all the resources. Finally, performance is in such a way that it describes the results of the operations taken into consideration to ensure that there is a better way of repeating the cycle over and over for the benefit of the organization. Next is data storage methods. The data storage methods that Chipotle can use include new exporting, chart customization, or email scheduling. The data represented shows that Chipotle sells a lot of food items whose data should be properly stored to ensure for ease when the company wants to retrieve it in the future. The best methods to store the data with BI includes new exporting, whereby the information can be saved in the form of a PDF or other image formats as they are compatible with all devices. Chart customization is also another tool that arranges the data better to achieve the best font size and color aspects. Email scheduling is also acceptable in this case to ensure the data can be retrieved at all times with just a simple login. Next are the data models. The following data models will ensure that Chipotle can have dependable records. There's new charting type, white labeling, the creation and consumption, and workflow. There are different data models that can make sense in Chipotle BI framework activities. They include new charting, the type which is essential used in reporting the most recent additions to the menu of the company's operation. White labeling also stands out in the process when it comes to important indications while presenting the aspects of the data like footers, headers, and the homepage. The creation and consumption tool is also implemented as it can be important when it comes to running the organization. Finally, a model known as workflow is important when creating a schedule to determine how the different employees will function towards the achievement of organization goals. Flow diagrams is what I'm going to talk about next, and they include document storage, internal and external data, enterprise warehouse, budget, and planning. The flow diagram is important in analyzing the important and latest concepts of BI framework that can relate to Chipotle restaurants. The documents or records of the operation are mostly stored in web data media like emails and others. They contain both internal and external data that is crucial in the building of strong business relations. The enterprise data warehouse is in such a way that it explains about the completion of the supply chain unit. Budgeting data is more important in the management of funds and ensures that the company can plan for its operations. The figure 1 represents the BI flow diagram. And lastly, I'm going to speak about applications of BI frameworks. Promoting business intelligence, it guarantees reliability in accounted business transactions, and ensures proper data storage. These frameworks are crucial when running any business as they provide data in such a way that it makes it easier for parties involved to analyze it. Firstly, it is a way of promoting business intelligence as the law requires individuals to use these records for better results. They allow for fast, reliable, and accounted business transactions as everything is recorded as it happens to avoid confusion and losses. They also ensure proper storage of data that enables the organization to reflect on its operations and also plan for future progress. Next, Derek is going to speak with you about another aspect of our business project.
Thank you, Chris. My name is Derek Gwynn. Today I'll be walking you through an example data analysis with a business intelligence system. Business intelligence requires data. So for the example in this presentation, we'll be using a small sample of order data from a Chipotle restaurant. The data sample has approximately 4,622 rows and 1,834 customer orders. Each order has the line item detail, each item included in the order, the quantity of that item, the details of the item's build, whether it includes salsa, rice, beans, guacamole, or other options available in the restaurant, and the cost of the line item. The file is in a tabular separated values format, which can be read with common spreadsheet applications like Excel, and could be used for a simple analysis as is, like determining the frequency of a particular item in this order data set. A business intelligence system is going to allow for a more complex analysis of this data. The following slides are going to demonstrate at a high level data analysis with a relational database management system and the statistics software SAS. The analysis follows the usual flow of data through a business intelligence system, from its creation through a transformation to an analysis and the production of actionable information for a decision maker. The example point of sale file used for this presentation would be only one source of data for a business intelligence system at Chipotle. To gain the greatest value from this raw data, an extract, transform, load, commonly referred to as ETL process, would be used to transform this raw data to a format that's suitable for analysis. An ETL process is going to be automated after its initial build by a dedicated ETL team. The ETL process is going to extract data from its origin, in this case the point of sale, and then it's going to transform it to include attributes that have value to the business in a desired data format with the right data types. Then that data is going to be loaded to an online analytical processing system, which is a data storage system that's going to store data to be ingested by one or more dedicated analysis tools. In this data example, the tabular separated values file from the Chipotle order data was converted to a comma separated values document and then loaded to a table in a MySQL relational database management system. In the relational database management system, SQL, a programming language for data storage and manipulation, was used to clean the data and create new variables to reference in the analysis. The new variables created included a categorical variable for the customer salsa selection, flag variables, which are basically a true or false value for each customer's decision whether to include beans, rice, cheese, sour cream, guacamole, lettuce, and fajita vegetables with the item. The transform data also includes an order total for each of the orders with all of its items. Once the data was formatted in the MySQL relational database management system, it was loaded to the statistics analytics software SAS. The SAS accepted this data as is in a comma separated values format. It's very easy to upload from the database into SAS. As mentioned by Peter earlier in the presentation, SAS is a powerful platform for statistical analysis and for performing data visualizations. Now, were this analysis example that we're performing in the presentation running through a mature business intelligence system at Chipotle, this transformation analysis process would be automated and it would be more complex for providing information to decision makers through reports and dashboards on a regular cadence. What you see in this example is more like what would be performed during the data exploration portion of a data mining project, following the cross-industry process for data mining, which is a methodology for data mining projects that was defined to assist businesses in gaining the maximum value from their data. In the example analysis, the initial exploration of the data revealed a variance between the distributions of chicken and steak item check averages, which you can see in the visualizations on the slide, with the top yellow bars representing the chicken items and the red bars in the bottom visual representing steak items. To better understand this check average variance between items, summary statistics were produced with SAS. This included the mean, median, standard deviation, minimum and maximum values, and number of observations. First, summary statistics were created for the dataset as a whole, so all observations, all items, orders. Then a second set of summary statistics was produced, which you see on the slide here, grouping the items by chicken and steak selections. Looking at the summary statistics, revealed some insights with potential value to Chipotle. First was that the steak bowl and the chicken salad bowl appear to have exceptional check averages, higher than any other item in the data set. The data also revealed that customers appear to be more likely to add guacamole to their bowl order than to a burrito. There also seems to be very infrequent add-ons of guacamole to tacos, far lower than the rate that's being seen with burritos and with the bowls. Now, detecting these trends in the data doesn't necessarily confirm their validity. Additional analysis is required. In this case, a t-test was performed to determine if the steak bowl and chicken salad bowl observations regarding their check averages were significant. A t-test is a statistics analysis tool that's used to determine whether an observation sample from a larger population of data could have been generated by a recurring process. So the statistics process works by comparing the mean of the sample data to an expected mean based on the entirety of the population. The equation creates a value for t, with a higher value indicating a greater likelihood that the sample's deviation from the known population mean is indicative of a trend. The t-value output by a t-test is used to calculate a p-value, which is a value that represents the probability of this observed result or a more extreme result if the hypothesized difference between the population mean and this sample were true. And for a typical experiment of this kind, the hypothesis would be that there is no difference between the population mean and the sample mean. In this example analysis, the t-values for the check averages of the steak bowl and chicken salad bowl when compared to the population average came out to 2.22 and 2.61 respectively, and those correspond with p-values that indicate these exceptional check averages observed with the steak bowl and chicken salad bowl are statistically significant at common significance levels. The high-level analysis performed for this presentation has created potentially useful insights for Chipotle. First, the steak bowl and chicken salad bowl are top-performing items with their check average higher than average, and that's when check average is used as a performance determinant. Customers also appear to be less likely to add guacamole to burritos than bowls, even though most options have a burrito variant and a bowl option. They're similar products, but customers, for whatever reason, appear to be more likely to put guacamole in the bowls than the burritos. There also appears to be an opportunity to encourage a guacamole add-on for tacos and drive additional retail. These insights were gained with only a small sample of data, just 4,622 rows, likely from a single restaurant's point-of-sale system, and a very high-level analysis through a simple data flow representative of what might be expected in a business intelligence implementation. Were Chipotle to pursue a full-scale business intelligence implementation, the size and breadth of the data pool available for information generation would grow exponentially, and it would potentially create value at every level of organization, from those developing strategy to those executing tactics like targeted advertising based on known customer attributes. A business intelligence system would also create a far more complex data flow for the business and provide an opportunity to automate a lot of analysis that may already be being performed by different segments within the business. The data flow in a business intelligence implementation for the company could include data from customer sources, from supply chain, from the restaurants, a lot of operational data kind of coming together to help them understand the big picture of the business. And with maturity, the granularity of these analysis, the level of detail, would increase and correspond with the growth in the variety of information available to the business. Additionally, a business intelligence system would offer the company an opportunity to better manage its data, potentially improving the accuracy of data-derived information provided to stakeholders. For example, in this example, care wasn't taken to ensure that the distribution of the check averages that were investigated was normal, that it followed a normal distribution, which is a required assumption for a t-test. Outliers also weren't removed from the data. If this were a business intelligence system, it's possible that those issues could have been avoided simply through the processing of information to make sure that the information available for analysis is appropriate for the analysis. As you've seen in the presentation, Chipotle is a large quick service restaurant business and is creating a lot of data. Business intelligence offers the company an opportunity to better understand its sales, its customers, its operations, using the data it's generating in the course of regular business. As discussed in the presentation, there are a number of mature tools available to guide Chipotle through a business intelligence implementation, including the systems development lifecycle of project management and the cross-industry standard process for data mining, a model for value generation with data. With a business intelligence system, Chipotle can provide its decision makers with rich reports and visualizations designed to aid information understanding. Information gathering processes in the business can be automated to ensure accurate information is provided for decision making in the right format and at the right time. Ultimately, leveraging the company's data through a business intelligence system will generate value for the business by allowing those forming and executing the brand strategy to support decisions with quantitative information. A simple analysis performed for the presentation with a small sample of Chipotle sales data has already provided insights with a potential business value. At scale, a business intelligence system is sure to illuminate many other opportunities for the business.